Some albums feel like polished sculptures, carefully chiseled, every piece fitting into the next like clockwork gears, okay? Beck's Odelay is not one of those albums. Odelay is a glorious mess, a sonic junkyard where broken hip-hop beats, dusty folk guitars, lo-fi samples, and thrift store organs are all glued together with Elmers and duct tape, and against all odds, it sounds like genius. Back in 1996, when alt-rock radio was choking on post-grunge angst and sort of new metal was kind of sneaking in the back door with spiky hair and Adidas tracksuits, Beck Hansen decided to throw the whole damn kitchen sink into a tape machine. Folk, sure. Hip-hop, absolutely. Country twang, why the hell not? Samples of dogs barking and Mexican radio static, of course. It's like flipping through late night cable channels after 3 a.m. bong hits. Half the time you have no clue what's happening, but you're pretty sure it's brilliant. Where it's at is the crown jewel here, the anti-anthem that lurches along on a funky organ riff, dropping lines about two turntables and a microphone with Beck's signature slacker zen wisdom. It's catchy, weird, and absurd in an equal measure. A stoned preacher rambling from the pulpit, built out of Beastie Boys records and Dusty Hank Williams 78. Then there's Devil's Haircut, a fuzzed out garage rock explosion drenched in break beats and distortion, making you want to both dance and tear apart your old couch for loose change. Jackass and Lord only knows tosses Beck's, mutant folk country pass into a blender with hip-hop loops and heartbreak sighs, and Novocaine sounds like a robot marching band learning to rap. Lyrically, Beck is at peak data here, singing about garbage trucks, ozone, Satan gave me a taco level absurdity. But buried in the nonsense are moments of real emotion and beauty. There's melancholy, under the surface static, a lost LA kid channeling every discarded culture scrap into art. It's like if Bob Dylan moved to Silver Lake and got really into Sega Genesis and a thrift store keyboard. Of course, the secret weapon is the production team of the Dust Brothers, fresh off Beastie Boys' Paul's Boutique and one of my personal favorites, the Fight Club soundtrack, who lay down a sonic quilt made from forgotten vinyl, warped tape loops, and everything else they could find in the studio basement. The result? An album that sounded completely alien in 1996 and somehow still does today. Listening to Odelay now, almost 30 years later, it still feels like an impossible balancing act. Half throwaway jokes, half timeless masterpiece. It's slacker cool without trying. It's everything and nothing. It's a musical garage sale turned gold. Some records define a year. Odelay accidentally defined a whole world postmodern decade. And the album is a beautiful, deranged, genre-splitting collage that proves Beck was more than a loser. He was the Pied Piper of the American pop trash heap. Still fresh, still strange, and still essential. So if you haven't listened to this album, check it out. You're going to love it. Let me know what you think.